Hello and welcome to another edition of the Corporate Women in Leadership Conversation. My name is Adeline Sedekamga and we're going to be talking today about navigating your career growth. We'll be putting an accent to negotiation because every single path of your career depends on you and it depends on how you navigate your way to the top. If you've been following us, you'll see that we've had a series of conversations. We've talked about gender equality. We've talked about sexual harassment. We've talked about training and development. And now we're talking about negotiating your career growth. How do you navigate your way to the top? We'll be listening once more to a set of women who work in the corporate setting. We've been there, got the t-shirts. They are willing, happy to share their stories. So let's join the conversation.
Le plan de carrière, c'est quelque chose de très important dans la vie d'un salarié. Il doit se penser au moment du recrutement d'ailleurs, c'est de dire par rapport aux postes pour lesquels vous avez été convié à l'entretien, quelles sont les perspectives de carrière que vous aurez à moyen et à long terme. Donc il faut en parler au moment du recrutement pour pouvoir être dans la mouvance de pouvoir bâtir sa carrière. Et une fois qu'on a été recruté, il faudrait également échanger régulièrement avec son N+1 sur comment sa carrière va évoluer. Également, échanger de temps en temps avec la direction des ressources humaines pour savoir quels sont les postes qui sont disponibles afin de pouvoir, le moment venu, saisir l'opportunité. Parce que si vous ne le faites pas, quelqu'un d'autre viendra, le fera à votre place. Et bonjour les frustrations.
We each come into a new role or a new profession with an objective. I believe we all have our personal objectives. The first and most important thing, I believe, is to understand what the company's expectations are for you as an individual and as a professional. And then coupled with the company's objectives and mission for you as an individual, the second thing to know is what you want for yourself. For many people, this is tasking. For many people, this is an aspect which is inexistent. Some people don't give it second thoughts. But for people who are organized, to start with, you would always have a roadmap for yourself. You will go to the drawing board and say to yourself, I would like to achieve this in this timing, and you draw a roadmap on how to get there. With the mission statement which has been provided to you by your company or your employer, I believe that the roadmap becomes easier for you as an individual, knowing what you bring to the table as an individual, and of course, what you need to do to be able to achieve the greater goal, which is to achieve your company or your institution's objectives.
Donc pendant que vous travaillez, rassurez-vous que vous êtes en étroite ligne avec les objectifs de l'entreprise. Et quand ces objectifs sont atteints et dépassés, ayez le courage à certains moments d'aller voir votre N+1 et de lui dire voilà, j'ai eu des objectifs que j'ai atteints, que j'ai dépassés. Je pense que si on m'en donnait un peu plus, je pourrais réussir.
Negotiation, in my opinion, is indispensable. It is indispensable in the sense that you have to be able to know what you bring as an individual to the table and what your skills and how these skills contribute to the greater good. Therefore, negotiating from the very beginning is an extension of what you started off with as an objective. And then knowing what the company's corporate culture is. For some, it is clear from the very beginning how that path is defined. And that is usually defined in some companies or institutions by the HR department. But then in other companies or institutions, you have to draw up your route on your own. And that is very much dependent on what role you're given to start with and where you're aiming to go to. So, in effect, what you need to do is to identify persons or individuals who already have who already occupy the role which you're looking at, and then discuss with these persons straight away what it will take for you to be able to achieve your goals and go to where you want to be. On that road of negotiation or on that road of identifying where it is that you are going and who it is that is occupying the position that you aim at having, you then start finding ways and means, one, through your KPIs or through your skills, to be able to achieve your own goals. This is the part where all your interpersonal skills come in, everything that you're made of internally as a person. This is the part where there's a fusion between those values which you harbor and the values of the institution for whom you work for. That said, I think about 5 things. 1, integrity. What do you stand for as a person, and what does that institution you work for stand for? The second thing I think about, great communication skills. Those communication skills are the skills that would enable you to build, number 3, the great interpersonal relationships. The 4th thing I think about as well is emotional intelligence. We are all human. The thing I would like to see in another individual or another team player is definitely to see how emotionally intelligent are, or how emotionally responsive to other people they are. And therefore, I believe that this is one of those skills which is key to career development. The 5th, and not the least, as well, is being a great team player.
Pour penser à son plan de carrière, il faudrait pas avoir des ambitions démesurées. Il faut déjà se connaître soi-même. Quelles sont vos qualités, quelles sont vos compétences. Dès que vous avez fait ce retour-là, cette introspection, on va dire ça comme ça, de vous-même, et que vous avez pensé que réellement vous avez les capacités de pouvoir assumer la fonction supérieure que vous souhaitez, que vous challengez, à ce moment-là, vous avez le droit de voir avec votre N+1 pour parler de ce plan de carrière et de cette progression que vous souhaitez avoir. Il est important déjà de se savoir, de se connaître soi-même. Quelles sont les qualités que vous avez, les skills que vous avez par rapport au poste. Il faut savoir exactement qu'est-ce qu'on veut. Est-ce que c'est une négociation sur le plan salarial? Auquel cas, vous restez peut-être au même poste et vous demandez une augmentation salariale parce que vous fournissez des efforts ou un travail assez important. Ou alors négocier une promotion, c'est-à-dire un changement de grade au sein de l'entreprise. Vous devez identifier exactement qu'est-ce que vous voulez.
This is the part where we go back to the drawing board. Remember, when we started, we talked about having an objective. When you walked into this company, you knew what you wanted, you knew where you were going, and you knew what you needed to do to get to that objective. This is the part, again, where you stop and do a re-evaluation of all these aspects. Have you met your objective? Are you sitting in the position which you're looking for? Are your skills useful and valued? Are you bringing value to your company and your institution? And are you feeling fulfilled as a person?
Pour les salariés, c'est souvent difficile, pas évident de savoir dire non. Parfois, on encaisse jusqu'à atteindre le seuil du burn-out, on va dire ça comme ça. Quand savoir dire non, quand identifier les éléments qui nous permettent de dire stop. Quand vous sentez que vous n'êtes plus dans la stratégie de l'entreprise. Quand vous sentez que vos idées jadis meilleures sont tout le temps critiquées. Quand vous n'êtes plus consulté pour prendre des décisions dans les points essentiels de votre activité quotidienne, à ce moment, il faut dire non. Quand vous avez l'impression que vous n'êtes plus consulté pour des décisions importantes, il faut dire non. Quand vous sentez que vous n'êtes plus en cohésion avec la stratégie de l'entreprise, il faut savoir dire non. Parfois, il faut savoir prendre des risques. C'est quand on prend des risques qu'on a la capacité de saisir d'autres opportunités. Donc, chers salariés, sachons dire non à un moment donné et donnons une nouvelle orientation à notre carrière.
That was interesting. I'm sure you've learned a thing or two, something that's going to help you to the next step and the next level. If you truly enjoyed this conversation, please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Remember, this conversation is all about us. If you feel there's a topic that you'd like us to discuss, and if you feel you'll be part of this conversation, please do leave us a message. send us an email and we'll be coming to you. Thank you.